Welcome back to a new video. I'm about to hit the gym. I'm just getting my drinks together. Now I train relatively early, so I don't eat before I train. So I have a pre-workout drink, which today I just have creatine and C4 in there. And I have an intra-workout drink, which today is just my BCAAs. Now those are standard, but sometimes I would add collagen to either one of them. But today, nothing is added, just the C4 and the creatine here and the BCAAs in the second container. Now yesterday I did a wonderful lower body session. Sorry I didn't share that. And I'm a little bit sore. So today I'm going to be doing back and shoulders, ending up with a little bit of abs. And I'm going to share that entire workout with you. So get nice and warm, and I'll see you in the gym. Warm up and mobilization completed. Now, like I said before, today I am training back and shoulders. Emphasis is mainly going to be on my shoulders, but because I'm emphasizing my shoulders, I will do maybe 3 or 4 shoulder exercises. I'm not sure, we'll see as we go through the workout, but I will start with my back. Now, my favorite 2 back exercises are the 2 I'm going to do today, and they are pull-ups and wide grip lat pull down. I love those 2 movements, so they are the only 2 back movements we will do today, and then I'm going to focus on my shoulders a little bit and do some abs, and we are out of here. Pull-ups is a very difficult exercise. If you are struggling with pull-ups, then I recommend you get some kind of assistance. You can have someone with you if you train with a buddy, where if your knees are bent, they can hold you underneath your knees and give you a little tip as you pull up on the bar. If you are at a commercial gym, they have assistant pull-up machines. You can just make the weight pretty heavy for start, and that will help you get up and down on the pull-ups. If you just have the pull-up bar and there are resistance bands where you are, get a thick, heavy resistance band and use that to help you get your pull-ups in. Now, I am trying to improve on my pull-ups, so I'm going to start doing free pull-ups. And then as I tire out, I'm going to use the band to assist me and complete my pull-ups using the band. Put it over the bar, loop it, and that's going to give you a nice base to rest your foot or your knee when you need it. First, unassisted. Then add your knee in here, you can put your foot, lap your feet together, and then complete your pull-ups. Moving on to exercise number 2, we're going to be doing a wide grip lat pull down. Now, when you are working your lats, you want to have a full stretch of your lats, engage them, and pull them down. Now, you don't necessarily have to do it in 2 movements. You can keep them engaged and pull, or you can engage and pull. I'll show you both ways as we do our lat pull down. So I'm doing a wide grip, so my arms are wide. Full stretch here in my lats. Engage my lats, pull the weight down. I can keep my lats engaged and pull this way, or I can go all the way up and stretch my lats after every rep, engage again and pull. Full stretch, engage and pull. Preference is totally up to you, but if you find you are not feeling it in your lats, then I think you should full stretch, engage and pull at every rep. Another thing that would help is the extreme bend. Now when you are engaging each time, you will find it difficult to do your lats like this. Now when you are pulling this way, there is a little bit of tension on your lats, so they get a little bit of work, but because you are leaned so far back, you are not working them as much as you should. If you were to engage first, you won't be able to do it this way. So if you're down here, it's going to be hard to engage and pull. Usually we bend this far back when the weight's too heavy for us and we're doing an ego lift. Now I'm training by myself, there's no need to ego lift, so I keep the weight reasonable and I pull. I do want to challenge myself, so I will go heavy as I continue on, and I'll have a little bit of a lean and a little bit of a jerk, you know, to help myself as I get near the end of my set. That's fine, but remember, form over everything. Now we're moving on to working our shoulders. As a kind of a warm-up for our shoulders, we're going to be doing an isometric hold in our front delts, and then we're going to do some pulses on our side delts. I'm using just little 5-pound plates. Now isometric hold, I'm just going to have my arm out, and while that's holding, the other one is going to do a dynamic exercise, lifting up and down, working on my front delts. And when I've completed 10 reps on my left hand, I'm going to switch and do 10 reps on my right. Immediately after that exercise, I'm going to have my arms in a 90-degree angle, and we're going to go into some side raises. This one is going to be a burnout. I'm going to do about 15 here, side raise. Exercises being done back to back. This is our first superset, front raise and side raise. Now we're moving on to upright row. Now an upright row is traditionally done with a bar, but what happens is because your arms are set on the bar and you pull up, a lot of physiotherapists advise against it because it can put your shoulder in an uncomfortable position. An easier way to do an upright row is with a dumbbell, therefore your arms don't stay here as you go up, they can actually move because the dumbbell, you know, it moves, it's not a stationary rod. I am going to be doing one arm upright row because some years ago I had an injury on my shoulder, and it was one of the things I did to rehab it, working one side at a time, and I really like the way of targeting my front and side ups, just moving one arm at a time. So you're going to hold one dumbbell, keep your arm against your leg, and you're going to pull straight up and back down. Try not to lift your shoulders up, keep your shoulders down and relax, and you're just pulling up and down. Don't let the weight pull you. Control the weight up and control the weight down. Now, one thing you'd notice as I'm doing the upright row is that I'm not leaning to the side. What happens a lot, when the weight's on this side, we kind of lean here and pull this way. Same thing on this side. Or we lean away from it and pull. Try to keep your body in a nice, straight up and down line and just move the arm. And our last shoulder exercise is going to be seated lateral raises. Now I am going to be using 10 pounds. I'm going a little bit lighter here because I'm doing an isometric hold in this movement as well. So you're seated, so it's going to take away the swing and it's going to isolate those delts. So that's the only muscle you will be working primarily. So now I'm going to raise both arms up, keep one arm up as I do 5 movement on the right, 5 on the left, and then I'm going to do 5 together, trying to avoid any swinging. So it's my last exercise. I'm a little bit tired. That's why I'm going down to 10 pounds, and it's a great movement to really burn out those side delts. Okay, so we are at the end of the workout. We're just going to do a little bit of abs and then we are done for the day. So for my abs today, I'm going to be doing a leg lift, which is the basic move. Now, the only issue with this exercise is many times when people do it, the back is like this, where you can slide your arm underneath, and that's something you want to avoid. You want to try to have your back in contact with the floor, even if you have to use one of those little ab contractions that you put underneath your back. You want your back to touch the floor. So you don't have to bring your feet all the way down. Just come as low as you can without lifting your back off the floor. So back in contact with the floor, legs all the way up, arms at your side, or you can put them underneath your butt for additional support, and you come in as far as you can go with your back in contact with the floor. There, and then all the way up. So as low as you can, but you can still feel the contact, and back up. Now in terms of your head and shoulders, you can have your head down. When your shoulders are up, the abs are engaged a little bit more, but it's quite fine if you're feeling tension in your neck to rest your neck down on the floor. So first ab movement, leg lifts. And our last exercise is going to be a kind of a reverse crunch with the scissors down. So you want to lift your glutes off the floor, engaging those abs, of course, and you want to do a scissors down or an alternate leg thing down. So you want to lift the glutes up and then alternate legs down, lift them up, alternate legs down. We're going to do that, counting each time it lifts up, and we're going to do 10 reps of that. So up and down, up. Ooh, the glutes are hurting from a leg day yesterday. That brings us to the end of our workout. I hope you enjoyed training with me. Remember to decide on what you want, commit to it, and you will be successful. Happy training.